Hello. Okay. I'm gonna have to remember what in the world I was doing in Dwarf Fortress, because it's been a little bit. Just getting this up. So we've got a production mandate that we are in danger of failing that I think we got copper going at the end of the last stream. We were melting down copper items. What is our copper supply like now? Bars, showing 1 bar. 2 animal traps. They're set to make them out of copper. Sorry, went to blank there. Let's see. Forge, copper animal rack. Going to get rid of those for a little while. Need more copper, I guess. What do we have as far as boulders go? Oh. How are you doing, Zelfer? Lamatite, gold, malachite. Malachite would give me copper, but I like it as malachite way more. Acerite is 10, I believe. Valerite, I don't remember. Ignite, platinum, tetrahedrite. That's what we need to be smelting down. What is our smelt? Tetrahedrite. That's good. Oh, we don't have enough coal. Let's have them do a little more turning wood into coal. Make charcoal. Is less than 40. That we should be doing the lignite and bituminous coal one whenever we have stuff, basically. Yeah. Lignite. You need more lignite from somewhere. Did we already do the trading? I think I probably would have traded before with the elves. Did we trade beforehand? Your task is assigned to trade at depot, so I'm guessing we traded and I just forgot to turn you off that. I guess we'll go. We're just gonna micromanage the smelting situation for a little bit here. And then figure out where else we were. No, I don't care about iron arrows. What else do we have that is... Let's see... Ammunition, steel would be fine. Iron, don't smelt that. Armor, iron. Don't believe I've told it to smelt the iron breastplates yet. We're just slowly getting switched over from iron to steel there. What else do we have? Weapons. Iron battle axe. Bronze we'll do at some point. I think that's... Oh, that's stuff from the traders. Copper picks, yeah. I'll just melt those down. Come on. Okay. Somebody be making... some copper animal traps, please. Pretty please. That's all I ask. What else did we have going on? Do I still have them doing? copper armor stands and weapon racks. It doesn't look like it. I'm pretty sure those were one-off orders. Okay. Hopefully we finish this up. Come on. Multiple objects. Have a baby. We made some coke. Nice. Take that. Don't need those. Okay, we satisfied the mandate. Excellent. Okay, then what else were we doing? We've got this set up. The indoor refuse pit. Got our food here. We're working on bedrooms. They're engraving those. Up here. Those bedrooms, they're just working on stocking with furniture. I think they're all engraved. They look all engraved. Down here, we've got our tavern. Looks to all be set up. Don't have any pending guild hall requests. The Zelfer is looking for things to cook. I don't have enough for them to cook. Okay, why are you still working? I must still have an armor. Yeah, there they are. Never mind. Get rid of those. Making some coffers. We've ended the mandate. We've struck praise. Oh, we have a stolen masterwork. Uh-oh. The masterwork of Obal the Mulkin has been lost, not stolen. I bet it was a masterwork that we melted back down. Which I'm okay with. I'll make them a little sad, but that's okay. These are already set up. That one is in progress. Bedrooms. And go ahead and get more of the tombs ready, just in case. Not hoping we need these anytime soon, but better to have them and not need them. Okay. I've already got all the bedroom doors queued up, so these doors will come after the bedrooms. I could probably do a macro for this, but it's okay. So that gives us, I think it's 40 tombs? Maybe? Let's see. Tombs, multi. Created 32, 8 were already in use. Yes. 40 tombs. Limonite down there. Lots of malachite on this world. I like it. Looks like we've got plenty of magnetite still lying around to be picked up. Plenty of jet. There's more jet. Microcline. Jet. That one has been finished. Need to forbid that door, actually. Could go steal that microcline, but we'd have to be... we'd have to go clear it out before we could open up our water supply. Let's just do this over here. That's some microcline. Does none of that go down? No, it does not. Excellent. Do we have any more? That's lignite. Do need some more lignite. Coal is very, very important. We're working, so that's for the trade depot. We'll want a door here, or a bridge. Bridge will go this way. We'll put a lever over there. Trade depot will move this way, which we could go ahead and do. So you... no. Never mind, we'll wait till the merchants are gone. Go ahead and get one building over there, I guess, though. Here, we've got our siege thing already. We already had that in place. We were putting... No, let's see. That's the drainage for the fish reservoir we'll be doing. Do a door over here. Limonite. We've got limonite in other places, so I'm not too worried about that. This is where the water will come down, and that will be our fish guild thing at some point, which... what do we have block-wise? Nothing right now. We need to catch up on block creation. This... where the water will dump down. This is where it will come in. It'll go down for the fishing here. That is all finished. It's hooked up. That is hooked up. Oh, what else did we still... We need that one done. That's done. That door is all we need done to finish safety. We'll also do that door as a priority, just in case. It shouldn't back up into here, but if it does, we'll have that door and we'll forbid it for a while to block it off, and then we would just have to drain the system again, or wait for it to drain after shutting off the bridge. So if we have screwed up something, we'll just have to shut it off and wait for it to drain. Okay, let's check the central. Water will come down here. An open space with a grate. Open space with a grate. We want to confirm that that is the same all the way through, where we will have our waterfall in the middle. Come down here, drain off, so we'll have the mist generator going through the front of the fortress. How are we doing up here? That all looks good. Siege weapons are all loaded. We'll get started on our other entrances before too long. I think we're in pretty dang good shape. Those are working on stuff. Do a door over there at some point. That lever can be linked to that one. Down. They'll work on that at some point, but it's not a priority. That can also link. Got some more migrants. We have passed 100. So we will shoot up to 200 fairly fast. Oh, we've got a craftsdwarf guild. Good to know. They're still there. Would you guys leave? Trade depot. Oh, yes. Excellent. And the other one's built anyway. Okay, craftsdwarf guild. We'll wait till we actually get the mandate. But that does mean we need to get another place built down here. Break. Either starting or coming up. Hey. Guild hall. Ad break, okay. Rotate this. My port guild hall dig. Actually, that's what I want. Rotate around. And let's see, actually, rotate around again. I believe that is correct. No, one more down. And we want to extend this way. Okay, that'll have them digging there. Oh. Okay. Go back up and check in on fishing again. Welcome back. Okay, we're waiting on that door. You need some microcline. Yeah, we're working on that. I think I put that as priority 2. Did I? We're down here. More bituminous coal. That's good to know. More coal. The petition has started now. Where are they working on the... Oh, I had them doing the lignite first. That's bad. Guys, come over here. Dig VX. That's priority 2. As soon as they're done with the lignite, they get working on the microcline because we need that for furniture. Yep. Why we have all of these canceled job notices. Yep, we will approve that. We'll come up here because we have a room ready for them. We'll put a door right there, and we will smooth this area. And we will make it a crafts dwarf guild hall. So, where is that one on the list? I would really like these to be alphabetical order. Make my life so much easier. Yeah, we do want that to be only members. And visit. That one's a temple, that's a temple, that's a temple. Up here, that one, anybody can visit, as long as they're not a visitor. Whoa, that was loud. Okay, that sound is turned up a little loud. I assume that is sound effects. But thank you for letting us know about the Moody Dwarf gathering things. That would keep me from ever missing that notice. They grabbed a clothier's shop. They're gonna make some clothes. Or something out of cloth. No, we don't want someone here for eradicating monsters. Nice did this place actually get up to? Barely over the limit, so at some point we will want to do more for that. Give a priority 5 job to come in and engrave at some point. These can be smoothed. Not a priority. Butchered some stray animals, and we're still waiting on our door. Nope, door is in place. Okay. Block that off. Block that one off. This, then we need to put in place a we need a bridge. That was still really loud. Has created Redcur, a sheer sheep wool sandal. She offers it to the Steel of Legends. Nice. Okay. Going to rotate this. We'll go look at that in just a second. But I want a bridge there. And I want a wall grate right there. So I want fish to be able to go down there, but I don't want any decent sized fish to be able to go that way. I want them to be pushed that way. Okay, because this way we'll go to our well. It'll be our mist generator, so they would, if there were fish, it'd be kind of hilarious actually. They would drop down and hit that grate right there. They weren't the small little vermin fish that will go through grates. Okay. We were gonna look at this object. This is a sheer wool sandal. All craft store ship is of the highest quality. It is encrusted with round, brilliant cut praises and round conglomerate capuchons, decorated with sheep wool and encircled with bands of table-cut praises and pear-cut clear tourmalines. It is made from sheep wool cloth. This object is adorned with hanging rings of steel and menaces with spikes of praise and steel. On the item is an image of sterile channel cuts, the dwarf in sheep wool. Could you tell us a little bit about sterile channel cuts? I don't know who that is. Okay. Drain is good. We've checked the drain downstairs. Not that we hadn't checked that drain either. Confirming. Okay. Those are in place. We want to hook up a lever. So we've got river there. Some of these civilian entrance. Okay. Rename this one. This is mist generator. We're going to link the lever there. We're going to pull that lever. And when that is done, we will forbid this door. Okay. Forbid that door. We're going to go up here. And with a priority 1 channel, come here. We're going to open that waterway. It will initially crash against this gate, which we're fine with. Come on, little miners. Release the water. Release the water. Thank you. Okay. We're going to go to this one. And we're going to pull that lever. So the water comes pouring in. And since we put floors, it should flow down here without being absorbed into sand all over the place. There'd still maybe be some on the walls. I don't know if walls count the same way. Technically, we didn't pave this area, but that's not too bad. But I've tried it without doing floors there. And it's fine if you're on stone. But if you're on soil, it seems to absorb water. You don't get the throughput you want. Okay. This will flow in here. It'll get stopped there. And it'll flow downstairs to our reservoir down there where we want there to be some fish. Now this won't make it where they could be constantly fishing. It does have to restock, but as long as you have a throughput of water, so you've got to have water both coming in and exiting. From what I've seen and what I've heard others read, or write, what I've read of others writing, you have to have a constant throughput of water. Get fishing. Hey, Ricky. How's it going? How's the house coming along in vintage? We have released the floodwaters and are hopefully not going to flood our fortress. Saving. That's gonna take a little bit. Okay, and Zelfer, have you been onto the new server yet? I haven't seen you on there, though I know you don't generally aren't able to play at the same time I can. Having Windows is nice, yeah. Did you ever grab the lanterns, the extra lanterns to get it lit up? Well, or Protag was dropping off a bunch of torches. So is it lit up enough you're not having spawns inside? Oh, wait a minute. Did I go too far? No. Should be filling in. Yep, there it goes. Let's see. Do I have Carpenter Mason? Say Mason. This is... No, that's female Mason. Do I have a builder in here? Milker. They're all siege operators. A carpenter, maybe? Nope, that's also a female carpenter. Woodcutter, woodworker? You're a male. Let's see. Skills. Personality. He has a great kinesthetic sense and a great feel for the surrounding space, but he has little willpower and poor creativity. Aw. He doesn't generally think before acting, dislikes receiving advice, preferring to keep his own counsel. He is swayed by emotional appeals. He has an active imagination. He occasionally overindulges. He is somewhat quarrelsome, though he is conflicted by this for more than one reason. He doesn't handle stress well. He lives a fast-paced life. He has a greedy streak. He isn't particularly ambitious. He likes a little excitement now and then after experiencing trauma in 102. He often greets others with a hug. He tends to point and shake his finger, bites his nails when he gets bored. They're not the greatest dwarf ever, but they're okay. So, Ricky, would you like this dwarf? They are a builder. I'm just going to turn my phone to just vibrate. It is Deller Sibrick Sakrith. Sure. Is a interesting name. Aw, but all dwarfs need alcohol. That is sad. I think they all do. Can you... Zelfra, can you get a dwarf that doesn't need alcohol? Is that even possible? To them, alcohol is water, basically. But gems? Okay. Fishing is filling up. And we cut the pressure here, so it shouldn't be able to ever go back up through the grate. It should, if it's going to back up, it goes up here, which would just go to the other drainage, which would be perfectly fine, or like force back into the river. That doesn't go anywhere. Okay, we've reached the drainage. And in my experience, it doesn't seem to really depend how many inlets of water I have, as long as I have the one outlet and have cut the pressure, then I'm fine. Lignite. Human caravan has arrived. Nice. we ever finish this? Looks like it. Okay, we would just have to put the paved road in here to allow traders in at some point. So let's do that out of conglomerate. Need a road there. And then we can go this way. So that'll make sure the wagons can come in there. And we'll set this out for ways. Technically, if I want to make sure there's no chance they could never get blocked off, I'd want to cut down the trees and pave it all the way to the edge. Which I might need to do. Trees are getting pretty built up in here, actually. Where's my other wood stockpile? Right there. Bunch of wood built up though. Oh, we could grab that. So, priority 1, we'll go through and chop down those trees. Let that go. Armor. How are our troops doing? If we have enough, we can definitely give them full complements of soldiers now. I have anyone that has some marks work experience? Doesn't look like it. Okay, so let's switch to the other squad and we'll pick out the best ones for them. And then we'll come back. Got a sword dwarf there. That's nice. Competent shield user. There we go. Then on this one, actor ranged potential. Stick the peasant in there. They're not already doing something. And let's give them... Everybody's pretty much a siege operator now, so that's not as important. Those will go get equipped. Slowly making melee equipment. I did switch them over to steel, so that's taking a while. But we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 4.5 guys with full steel now. Looks like they all have gloves now? Oh, that is still switched over. It allows iron. Must have kept the little bit of iron so they had at least some gear. Found some more native platinum. Fighting with a badger going on. Let's check out... Ooh, that one can be linked. So that will be... We'll have a pit trap here. So any caged animals or goblins or anything, we can drop down there and then have our archers come stand there and just shoot them. It will be target practice and we will get experience from it. Okay, that is good. So let's open this bridge for the mist generator. And while we're doing that, we're going to set up trade goods to bring over real quick. And then we will watch the water go through to make sure, even though we've checked it, that we did not screw up somehow. No artifacts. That is more than we are going to trade, but okay. Bridge hook, yeah. So this is trade depot. Back up here. Open the bridge. Water's flowing down. Getting mist. It's not pooling on any given level. Okay. No water buildup. We'll get down to here, and it should be flowing out. Ugh, how are we still having issues with this cage trap thing? You guys should be smelting more than enough copper. We don't want... But I don't... Let's do it out of jet. I don't want to use microcline because we need that for other things. Do limestone. Let's do some out of jet. Okay. Check out our smelters. We have out of copper. Just the trade depot people? Yeah. Okay. I wish their stuff would not show up. I don't care what they have. I guess that's good if you were going to be a bad person and rob them. Got 2 copper bars. Copper high boots, that's their stuff. Anything that's forbidden like that. Copper chain leggings. That must be some item they have for trade. Copper toy axe. Go ahead and smelt that. Copper picks. Go ahead and smelt. Or melt is the more appropriate term, actually. Iron bolts. No. You go melt something. Melt a metal object. And you go melt a metal object. And you go melt a metal object. Then do we still not have enough stuff that they're ever getting to the smelt, is it tesseract? That metal called mineral. Tetrahedrite. Yeah, we don't have enough refined coal. Charcoal. Making charcoal till we have at least 60. We're just gonna melt down those copper stuff. We need the copper. Melt, melt, melt. Where did you go? Melt. You need more? Coke? Is that why you're not being able to do this? See, that one doesn't have any. Up here, though, we've got plenty of Coke, so that's not an issue. Ooh, Divinity Original Sin. I want to say I played that years ago. And then I, of course, played some Baldur's Gate 3. Do some of that. If people have the game. You guys just melt iron again? Okay, you melted something out of copper. Good, you're doing it. What are you melting? Yes. All of that is copper. Excellent. You make... the animal cage. That under other objects. Copper. Animal cage, animal cage. Animal, no. Copper. Ew. Do that. Furniture, maybe? Animal trap. Yes. Go do a couple of those. And let's also make... Where's my metalsmith? Metalsmith. Make a couple more of those. We'll make some anvils. Hey, Thades! Welcome. Me. Been a little bit since I got sucked into Vintage Story and some, well, was out for a couple days with my dog. But I'm back. I'm doing some Dwarf Fortress. If my dwarves would cooperate and do what I want. Because otherwise we're gonna have an angry noble. That would not be good. Uh-oh. Okay, that is really loud. I gotta fix that. Yeah. The Forgotten Beast Laud has come. A huge, one-eyed crocodile. Oh, poor crocodile. It's only got one eye. It has thin wings of stretched skin, and it has a gaunt appearance. Its lemon scales are blocky and set far apart. Beware its poisonous vapors. Ooh, that poisonous vapors. That is a bad one. I think we've got the cavern successfully blocked off, but let's do a quick double check. Is that sound effects or ambience? I think sound effects. Keep an eye on that. Okay, where are you? You are down in this one. You look more like a mutated wyvern than a crocodile. It has a great memory and willpower, but it has a little difficulty with words. It presupposes success in any venture requiring its skills, what could be called blind overconfidence. It has a relentless drive, completely consumed by ambition. It actively avoids exciting or stressful situations, has a strong tendency towards privacy, has an overbearing personality, can sometimes act without deliberation. It doesn't cling tightly to ideas, and it is open to changing its mind. It tends to avoid crowds. It is slow to trust others. Fair enough. What are your skills like? You don't have any. Never mind. Okay, you are over here. So you could come up here. Which we should be totally sealed off from. Double check this. You're sealed off there. That was our original where we hit the caverns. There's a floor there. Then I don't think we didn't need anything down here, so that's all we did. Okay, I don't have a big mining operation down there like I have been. So that's actually not too bad. Oh, ladies, I have things to show you. I have released the water. And I have hopefully not drowned my dwarves. So, we've tapped the river. I've let the water in. Water comes down here. I've had to put the floor over all of this so it didn't absorb into the soil, because I find that soil absorbs water and you don't get the throughput you think you do. Some of the water, most of the water, is diverted over here, comes down, and it goes through this to relieve the pressure. But this will allow fish through. So fish can come down here, and then it drains off here. So it has a throughput, which should keep fish coming down here slowly but surely. Up here, so I can have indoor fishing. Over here, we have a grate to block off the fish. The water comes in here, and it goes down this way, and then it falls through the center of the fortress. That is a open space. Somebody was fighting right there and blocked off the water for a little bit. It will fall through though. It falls all the way through and we get mist generation going on. Yeah. There are some important doors in this situation, yes. So I've got a waterfall through the center of the staircase, the main thing, and I can put statues around here or something to encourage them to come stand in the mist. Comes down this way. Drop, drop. Collects down here. A little bit of a reservoir. Over here is our well, which I haven't built the wells yet because we just released the water, but there will be wells. And then it drains off through there. Messing up there, but while I'm remembering that, let me put in the wells. Let's start at the top here. You do not need a well on every floor. Really, if you put a well with the hospital, that is what you need. But I do tend to put them on every floor after a while because I just like the look of it. So well, but that's the one we need first. Because that is hospital over there, and that's the only time dwarves will generally grab water unless they are out of beer. If I've let that happen, I have failed. Well there, well there. Not that we've done anything on those floors yet, but at some point we might. And it doesn't hurt me to queue up a bunch of wells that I won't currently be using. Okay. We can also go ahead and queue up the floor over here that I forgot about. Okay, just so those are getting ready when we need to use them. Now, why did we have water spilling here? Should go right through the grate. An open space. I now have enough of a drop there. I do have 2 drop there, which that... I wouldn't think that would cause issues. I mean, it's not flooding out, it's just a little damp around there, which is fine. Make this through the center here. Don't step on the grates and block the water doors. I don't know if them standing on the grates blocks the water. I've never had an issue with it, so I doubt it, but just to be really sure. Merchants will be leaving soon. More siege operators. Forgotten Beast Laud is fighting. Struck Tiger's Eye. We did have Zelfer has successfully passed on their siege knowledge, so we have a bunch of siege operators now. We have Snatchers. Oh, wait, but have they gotten... apparently we caught a bunch of badgers in our traps that I hadn't noticed. Okay. Squads, assemble! Let's track one of those. Track you. Where are you going, Goblin? Nope. Got a dog was fighting you. Somehow stripped off your armor. That was glorious. Okay. Goblins have been dealt with. Remove that. Allow that. Then let's go check out the pit trap too. Uh-oh. We had an ambush! Still really freaking loud. That is ambience. This is what doomed us one time. They're not at least inside the fortress already, though. So... I don't think I'd even set up a burrow yet. No, I had. all of you, where does our burrow extend from? Burrow can include this area. Uh-oh. I have a stairway. Oh, wait. There it is. Burrow does not go up here. That is in the air. Move the burrow from right there. Okay. It does, however, come here. They can access it from over there. Access the dormitory. Come down here. Access that area. Down the stairway, over into this area. You want them to be able to access that. Wait, not that area over there. This little... No, I don't even want them to be able to access that, actually. That is for after enemies are dealt with. Okay. Set that. Activate the civilian alert. We do have some outside. So, melee dwarves. Station right there. Actually, station right over there and block off the area. Mark dwarves. You guys, station up here. I shouldn't need the siege equipment, but let's get the siege equipment. Somebody standing in place just in case. I'm gonna empty those cage traps as soon as we can have access again. 5 invaders. That one is pretty close. Everybody inside, inside. Double time. No, don't charge. Don't charge. You're charging. Okay, fine. We're gonna charge. Firm. Okay, now are you done with those? Station up here. Back inside. I hate how they have to, like, go to the end and complete the pathing they were on before they can turn back around. Okay. Where did... Wait, there were more of them than that. Where'd they go? Got 2 goblins in cages, but that's not... Those 2 were from the earlier, the Snatchers. Okay, clear the civilian alert. Unstation these guys. We want to unforbid this stuff. Then we hadn't set up the stockpile over here. So this stockpile is animals, all of that. And then we need to set up the pit trap part. So that is a pit trap. And then it will also go right there, and right there. Pit trap, not a pond. Okay. You go to the hospital, little injured dwarf. We need to make 1 more copper cage, or copper animal trap. How are we doing on that? We're trying to do things not out of copper, so we are out of copper again. Melt a metal object. No, there's another... Oh, that's... Yeah. Forgot we had a Forgotten Beast. We will always have a hostile. As long as we know where he is. be fair. Back down here. Are you doing copper? Yes. So you should now be able to make the copper animal trap. We'll satisfy the mandate and keep the noble from being angry at us. Come on, show me a copper bar. There we go. Copper animal trap. Come on, you can do it. Got Coke, copper bar. That's all you need. Excellent. Mandate is satisfied. Actually going to cancel that. Because we're caught up, so you can do it with the next season. Seriously, again? Migrants have arrived. What are the invaders? Oh, it's little kobolds! Not so bad. Mark dwarves, please. Can chase after some kobolds. We don't actually mind the kobolds so much. It's the goblin snatchers that come in and try and take our kids. And then bring in a goblin ambush that kills us while we're trying to do other things. Okay. Oh, and I can have stand down on siege engines. And did I end the alert? I did. Phone is beeping at me and I don't know why. We were cutting all those trees down. Did we finish that? Looks like we did. So I'll continue over to here. Some of this will require an actual floor, which let's do that out of conglomerate as well. Paved roads are cheaper than the floor, but they have... You can't, like, build things on them. You can't do traps. They do oddly block off the water entirely. Like a river will come up against a paved road and just totally stop. You ever wondered why Japanese view kobolds as dog people instead of dragon descendants? I do not know. I have always been a little confused by that. I didn't know it was related to the Japanese, but how in some games, stories, they're dragon adjacent, and in some they're dog or something else adjacent. But it is not consistent. Still have full squads? We do have full squads. We are set up for wagons. We'll finish the rest of that to make sure they can always reach us. The trees are multiplying fast enough I could see it blocking off the side access to the road. Okay, we brought things over here to run through the pit trap. Are any of them flying creatures? Does not look like it. I don't need to wait for the floor hatch. Pull that lever though. And then we're gonna have some target practice. I'm gonna bring my mark dwarves, station them right there. Then I'm gonna dump things in the pit trap. So let's assign badgers first of all. Start dropping them down. There they go. Grab this squad. Select the badgers. Then they will shoot the badgers. It's kind of mean of us, but oh, there's still one living. You die. But that will train them, and it's amazing. Okay, we've got a goblin there and a goblin there. Several goblins. What are you? You are a gnoll? What the heck is that? You're a little lizard dude. Or a little lizard. Okay. Let's assign some goblins, though. And the gnoll, I don't really care what happens to it. What is it under? A gnoll? Oh, it's a tame thing, but it's unavailable as a pet. Okay. I'm just gonna dump you over in this area. I can't release you out of the cage. Never mind. You are also going to get dropped. Sorry. Sorry, dude. Drop some goblins down, please. Oh, one got loose. And then fell down. That's not good. Should be strong enough to drop them down the hole, guys. Are we weaklings? Didn't get a single one of them down the hole? What the heck? That's unusual. About to get injured? A little bit of injuries. Not our greatest showing there, but that's okay. Now we have a Kia. We don't want to mess with till we have the hatch covers in place. Did I do 2 different doors there? No, they're coming to construct the one. Did that hatch cover? Where are you? Did you fall through? You dodged and fell through the pit trap. Well done. Such glorious dwarves. Okay, let them all out. Okay, they'll clear out those carcasses. I do still need to get a atom smasher going. That will make our lives easier. Okay, we don't seem to be having water issues here anymore. That will remold over, I would think, at least. How are we doing on our egg layers? Those can go in here. All female egg layers. I don't want the Kia. We will kill the Kias. And I don't want the males in here, actually. Why do I have male birds in here? The Kia. I have a gosling. Did I have a female one in the other? Not sure. Still have anything roaming? Cats. That's a kitten. Caved puppy. It can come in here. A lamb can come in here. And the ewe. Okay. Everything is assigned to a pasture, except for the Kias that are in the cages, and I'm okay with them being in the cages. We have our injured dwarves in the hospital. Let's give them a few more beds and a few more traction benches. We have another doctor now. Yes. Host. You're gonna be our surgeon. Legendary surgeon. We have anything? Bone doctor, Atir. I think you guys are already assigned. Moral. Yeah. But I am going to change you from diagnostician to just general doctor. You. Moral. You guys can wait. Toast. Yes, I'll make you not just the surgeon. I don't know if they're all assigned as doctors and one has a higher surgeon skill. Will it preference them to do the surgery? I wouldn't mind this guy training in the other doctor skills. But I want to make sure if they need a surgeon, they make use of the stupid legendary surgeon first. We're just going to put him over on doctor and pray. Crossing fingers there. Okay, I think everybody is fine now. That is not quite as loud. Still loud, but not blast my eardrums off. We can do some smoothing over here when they have time. Same thing there. And put some doors in place at some point. Temples are in or not temples. Tombs are in progress. Wells are all in progress. Are we still making the hatch covers? Do I need to make some more hatch covers? Now we're at the point where I would like the trade wagons to come on. And then eventually, as I rearrange here, I'll get a second squad of each kind going. And we will start annoying our neighbors. Check in on Zelfer, who graciously gave up the brewing position when we got a legendary brewer as a migrant. For the good of the fortress. But they are up to an expert cook. So they will match them as for too long. Okay, we do need the Atom Smasher though, because we've got corpses. Let's see. Do we have clear through there? Yes. So let's go down. Takes. We need a doorway, a pressure plate, a place to dump. A doorway. There, that'll work. Then this one, I think we have to go down like 10 floors. I want to say, I'm not totally positive on that, on how far you have to dig down. And unfortunately, even with priority 1, they won't just necessarily go all the way to the bottom. If their task gets interrupted in the middle, they will climb back out this entire 10-floor drop. And I'll have to do another pathway in there for them to access the mining site again. You can boil water and use a frying pan at the same time. So you can... Basically, you can do some gyozo. You could steam some dumplings and then crisp them up with frying pan. That's exactly... They did not get all the way through. So, cut in right there. Little dwarves. You're gonna make me do this again. You are a downward slope, upward slope, going right there. Mysterious construction is underway. Did not notice which workshop they claimed, so that one will be a surprise. Seriously, we're just one off. If you had dug one more spot, you would have connected and been fine. Okay. Now we are connected. Dig that out. Put a doorway. No, right there. Pull that. Moses Rigathakish, siege operator, has created Logmanir, something like that, a native platinum mug. Nice, that is a nice beer mug. He offers it to the Steel of Legends. Excellent. Make that top priority. We'll go look at the beer mug in just a second. Gotta put some doors in here and get them going on those. And we'll want to check our supply of microcline. We need to go dig out more of that. Not totally positive on that one. Door, and pressure plate. Features activate, citizens trigger. Resets. And we have an alert. Oh, our caravan has arrived. Okay. Down here, we want a bridge. Like so. We would like a door there. And how is our microcline digging going? Well, we dug that all out and there's not a whole lot left. Is unfortunate. Where do we potentially have more microcline? We can set them loose on digging some other things out and hopefully find some. Let's do that with some bituminous coal. That's always useful to have. Point we might need some more bauxite. Hematite's not bad. Doubt there's another chunk right next to that one. Stay away from digging anything more there for a little bit. Up here, chalk. Should check how we're doing on chalk for flux, but we've got at least a few pieces there. Some hematite, more chalk, hematite over there. This one is limonite. Tetrahedrite. Chalk. Gemstones. Anything interesting? At some point we'll want more of the tetrahedrite. Bituminous coal over there. Good. Limonite. That's another iron metal with magnetite is as well. Hit that door. Okay, we'll see if those uncover any microcline. Hit that door. Then want to hook up the pressure plate. Link that plate. Wait, what does it say? Oh, those are the different settings for what can trigger it. Remember seeing that little window before? Okay, we will link you to the bridge. We'll go answer the diplomacy. But we don't know really what we want from them. We're not in need of anything, I don't think. I guess we'll just ask for some food. Then they can bring us whatever they want. We'll ask for blueberries and some winter melons. Some horned melons and cucumbers and strawberries. Not gonna ask for leaves. We could gather those on our own. Oh, actually, we've got surface crops growing. I don't think we even need these. Stone. Bars. Can we ask for bars? Did I get rid of that? Garden vegetables. Get rid of all those. Since our one person wants metal cages, we're going to ask for copper bars to make sure we stop accidentally running out of copper. Even though it should be on a cycle where they make it, they melt it down, they get the copper back. They make it, they melt it down, they get the copper back. Okay, and let's go visit the trader. We're gonna move things over. I either totally just missed an ad break or you guys are about to go into an ad break. Either completely possible. Figurines. Trade those. More than enough. Trade. We hook up that lever? So if we need to block that off, we can. If we've got a siege going on. What is still in here? Got the Kias. Oh, we need to make some more hatch covers. Hatch. Cover. Which we will make out of wood. Rock. No, we'll make it out of rock. And we'll make 5 of those. We need 2. We might need some more at some point. Got a fair amount of dwarves socializing in our giant tavern. Get some rock mugs. How is the equipment situation coming along? Okay, they are getting equipped. Slowly but surely. ammo situation for these guys. Do not need any of those. Change this. Can they carry more bone bolts? I think I've done that before. I don't know if that actually does anything or potentially messes anything up. I'm not sure. But I would like them to carry more than 25 bolts a person. Maybe that assigns to the squad, but they're not actually carrying it at any one given time. Do not know. Oh, and we need to make... what is it? Other objects, iron, anvil, and other objects, iron, anvil. We need to make 2 of those, so they make the other 2 metalsmiths. Okay. Come over here, broker, and we will get some trading done. And I think we're also at the point... Oh yeah, it asked for platinum to have nice stones. I'm perfectly okay with that. Until they bring their wagons, though, we're going to be limited on what we can do with training, or with trading. But I think we are at the point, defense-wise, I could go ahead and turn the difficulty back up. Maybe wait till they're fully outfitted. Change this to steel. And that to steel. We'll have... See how they're doing on full steel gear. Melee. Confirm and save. For those, assign uniform. The second melee. Confirm that that's the one we want. It does say steel. How is their outfitting looking now? They've all got steel short swords. Most of them are picking up steel shields. Most of them are picking up steel breastplates and steel helms. We're exactly 50% on the steel leg wear, steel greaves. A little less than that on the gloves and the boots. Not terrible. Getting there. We'll wait until those are outfitted before I up the difficulty again. And then we'll see how we do with siege, and I could also flip back up to the top and continue making some traps. What are we doing outside? Did some cage traps. Make some weapon traps again. In per, and I want them to be iron. That mechanism. And giant axe blade, please. One over here, that's the exact same thing. We have enough giant axe blades left? We do. So, let's see. That has 5 left. And there's 6 there, so we actually have enough for a whole nother one. But let's chop down that tree first. Away. And then, same thing, but with the large serrated discs. I chop that tree down. Not huge, it's giant. Iron axe blades. Okay, and then we do need to get going on the other entrances. Yeah. Okay. So let's make sure all of the trees are out of the way. Gonna piss off the elves, probably. Man, the trees are multiplying. We're gonna have a very dense tree cover before too long. Cover. Okay, checking on those, though that is a lot of trees to cut in one little tiny area. Probably gonna have branches falling on each other. Hopefully not falling on our dwarf and killing him or her. Where are you cutting them down? Let Momzillin? Something like that. Woodcutter, felling some trees. Got some more migrants, or maybe didn't get any of this. Nope, we got some more migrants. They're there. What are we going up to? We're at 137. Not a huge increase. We missed one tree. That one down. Then we will get digging. Okay. Let's change. We want priority 1 on the first level. And we want priority 2. And priority 3. Actually do a bit of a wall extension as well. Right there. That side will be fine. I'll zoom out so we can keep an eye on that as they dig away. Dead dwarves, too many widowmakers. What? Not dead dwarves. Well, actually, we have had. How many have died? We've had 6 dead dwarves. I do not remember how they died, though. That is sad. Oh, come on. You. How did you die? Was shot and killed in the year 103, killed by the goblin Smunsu Smazmalaxu. Shot by an iron bow. And you shot and killed by Snowdom Snus Mob. You guys have some hard names. Yeah, we did lose some dwarves back in a year and a half ago, something like that. We have a petition! The Helpful Sect has many worshippers in Steel of Destiny, and now requires a temple complex and high priest. The location must be built and furnished with the new position appointed by you. Do you approve this request? Yes, I do. Steel of Destiny. Which one are you? Or no, that's our name. The helpful sect. Never mind. You are already good enough to have a high priest. Oh, I have already engraved all of you. Okay, well, we can add more in here because that's not enough. You need some furniture. Make a little congregation seating. Yeah. Put in some, not exactly pews, but it works. Do that for the rest of these too. You're the fresh temple. You are the helpful cathedral. And some thrones there. Which, were you guys actually the one? Yeah, you're the helpful sect. You were the helpful... Did it name it the helpful cathedral? Even though this is the one that is not for the helpful sect? This is for the sect of blockades. Helpful cathedral should have gone to these guys. And Abbey of Cover should have gone to the other one, because blockade is a type of cover. You guys need to switch names. I could switch which group is in which temple, but eh. Hey. How is our above ground farm coming along? At some point we might do another one, but we're gonna have to put it somewhere else because we're a little too close here. Little off on the design there. Yes, too many widowmakers on the trees. That is correct. I've forgotten that was the term for those, but you are absolutely correct. But that was a magical tree cutting dwarf that apparently didn't do that. Well, that is generally a problem if you kill or cut down too many trees in one area too rapidly. You get widowmaker branches. And then you get dead dwarves. And then life is sad. Okay, down one more. And this one. Then we also have... It'll be right there. 13... 6. Why are they not? There we go. 6 over. That'll be where the entrance is. We'll have to put fortifications up pretty quick, because that's going to have an opening right there for a brief period of time. Actually, I should have already been making those. What am I doing? Fortification. Yeah, as long as it's not microcline. It's stone, but not microcline. Then that's fine. Fortification there. Fortification there. Excellent. It's almost as bad as when the dwarves go climb trees, even though I have not told them to go harvest anything from the trees. Like, why? You're dwarves. You should not be climbing trees. But they do. Try and kill themselves because they're stupid little dwarves. are you guys coming along now? Pretty good on equipment. A lot of crossbowmen who apparently don't like to wear shoes. Go pick up your shoes, please. Okay. Well, we'll get our other entrances set up. Then we're ready for rotating sieges. And as soon as those dwarves are fully geared up, we will up the difficulty and we'll see if we get a good siege right away. Otherwise, we'll go make a nuisance of ourselves to the surrounding area. How are we doing on civilization? We're at peace with the goblins, even though they do keep sending snatchers and stuff our way. Same thing with the kobolds, so we will go fix both of those. Where is our fortress? We're on fort. We're over here. Where? Oh, there we are. Yeah, so we'll go. Really wish we could zoom in on this map. Those are the humans. Where are the closest? We've got some dark goblins over there. They're with the amber demon, but it says we have no contact. Oh, okay. It's just no contact with that individual place. Okay. Yeah, we'll come raid. It's actually a different group of goblins. That's the distinct leopard curses. One is bigger. That's amber demon. Amber demon. Distinct leopard curses. Raided dungeon over there. Amber dungeon. Or amber demon. Sorry. We'll have to decide which one we want to attack first. Let's go. Again, you guys are supposed to be staying inside. Inside, unless you're digging. Did cut down a bunch of trees, and I guess we were working on a paved road, but that looks like it's mostly done. Took that one spot in there. Why did I make it 4 wide? I don't know what I was doing there. Bereft of my senses, apparently. Let's built in plan. No, I don't want to get rid of the whole thing. Fine. I hate how it will take out giant sections of paved road instead of just the area you marked. Anything that you queued up as one will get taken out. Really should have done this as a bridge instead of... I don't mind it being a permanent road. Thank you for the follow. Much appreciated. Lurker. That's exactly what I do when I watch streams generally. Hey, thank you, Ricky. Thank you very much for the bits. Actually seen the bit the animation that's on there yet. I like it. It does last a little while. But excellent. Oh, and we're done with our paved road removal. So I gotta fix that. Because the paved road will keep trees from coming in. And they're not done with that one yet. So the wagon will always be able to travel along this. And it will extend to the edge of the map. So there will always be a route for the wagon. Yes, new badge. Very exciting. Actually got to do some research on badges. I'm not really sure how that is handled with... You get the one for being the first bit person, which, thank you very much. Well done on that. Oh yeah, then it's got where you can cheer to take second and third with the different gold, silver, and bronze medals. Okay, come on, remove that road. Queen Hippie has created a masterpiece steel short sword. Oh yeah, they wanted to be a blacksmith, that's right. They're getting up there. We also need to do as much work in Vintage Story as we can while Hippie is busy with their girlfriend, so that when they come back, we have like completely redone and have just masterpiece everywhere. There it is. Yeah. Who is gathering items now? Person. Follow you around. This is Obak Athalakab. They're hauling Smiren bars if I could talk. So their highest skill is a bone carver. What are you gonna do in the craft store shop with a iron bar? Where are you going now, buddy? This is the surface, basically. You're grabbing wood from there? We should have wood down in a stockpile. Just slowly making his way outside. Well, I haven't heard that expression, that woomph. There it is. No, that's not right. Woomph. And there it is. Yeah, something like that. I haven't heard that in years. Hauling pecan wood logs. Was Space Jam the movie that had that in there a lot? I don't remember. There was a movie that had that in there. Yeah. I'll have to re-listen to the song. I was a little kid. The blessed 90s. Come on. All these pecan wood logs a little faster. You are a slow dwarf. Oh, you are decked out all in steel, though. That makes sense. Oh. We have enemies. It's just kobolds. Yep. The little kobolds. Little dragon kobolds. With some knives. So, we're gonna go try and shoot them with the Marks dwarves. Come on. But kobolds are really fast, so it's hard to catch up to them to shoot them. Unless they go run off somewhere and can't figure out how to escape, I guess. Dead kobold! Okay. Stop those orders. Let's unforbid. Get rid of all that. Queen Hippie's over there making masterpiece large serrated discs, which we will use to butcher things. Oh, you guys are in an ad break. Well, they're in an ad break. I'm gonna unforbid some things. I'm gonna go back down and follow this dwarf again. Who's now hauling dog leather. Welcome back. You're following the dwarf again, who's in a strange mood. They've grabbed some dog leather. Now they're grabbing some pigtail cloth. I'm not sure. So they've gotten iron, pecan wood, dog leather, and pigtail cloth. It's a pretty wide open assortment of things they can make. Now a limestone block. Making some kind of furniture? Do not know. This is at least giving them a lot of experience moving around in their steel armor. So they'll slowly gain some armor skill and not be so slowed down. Althea brothers? Othea brothers? It was the movie Space Jam that featured that song a lot. I haven't seen in ages and should go rewatch because that's an amazing movie. Featherwood logs. Out there. Yeah, that makes sense. Out there, brothers. I wonder if they were a little crazy. Sherlock, you and Moriarty could be called the Out There Brothers. You're both rather loopy. I was on Vintage for a while earlier today. Not a long time, but a while. Gathered a bunch of titanium ore, so we will have Inisha was working on it, some tier 3 refractory bricks pretty soon. Then we'll be getting all set up. Strange mood, what are they making now? They are working, right? Yeah, they're working secretly. So they gathered bones. Or no, those might be there because that workshop just naturally uses bones. But iron bar, wood log, dog leather, pigtail cloth, limestone block, and featherwood logs. Not sure. What are you making? Okay. Yeah, when there's enough of you on Vintage later, assuming enough of you get on, I'll probably switch over to it. But wanted to get some Dwarf Fortress in because I had been missing it. Obok Athlakab, Bone Carver, has created Egdothithoth, Egdothithoth. Weird names. A dog bone weapon rack. He claims it as a personal treasure. Okay. Don't listen to it, Sherlock. It's totally not actually from dog bones. If I could control that without just not having dogs, I would make it where we never use dog bones. Oh, we were working on our atom smasher. I forgot about that. So, forbidden, forbidden, forbidden. That was hooked up. You guys can come haul this away. Please. Dump that real quick. So we can close and forbid that door. Okay. Then we're gonna come back up here. As soon as they are done dropping off that stone. And we are going to get rid of that little stockpile. Or that little garbage dump. We're going to put a garbage dump there. And then we're going to change some of our settings. So our standing orders for refuse and dumping. We want to save corpses because unfortunately they don't have hooves and horns split out as a separate thing. They just are part of the corpse. So if we set corpses to being dumped, they'll also dump those, which we need for crafting supplies. But we can go in and when we have an actual corpse, we can manually set it to dump. And then they'll dump it. We do want to dump skulls. We want to save bones, save shells, save skins for leather. We want to save hair and wool. And we do want to dump other objects. So that is like remains, a couple other things. And then let's let them clear that out for a little bit. See a bunch of them coming through here and dumping before too long. Rotten things will be dumped down there. It will help immensely with preventing my asthma because we won't accidentally have things getting stuck in workshops. Okay, yep, they're dumping. Not that. Come dump those corpses. It'd get to the remains, but it would take a little while. So now they're grabbing all of these skulls that are in our refuse pile, and they're moving them over and dumping them. Because now we will dump them, and that will keep our refuse pile much cleaner. Makes me happy. And so that pressure plate activates whenever they step on it. So this bridge opens and closes. The opening and closing. Yeah. And then whenever it comes down, anything that's fallen in here gets smashed and just wiped from existence. And as long as I think it's 10 sea levels high, the miasma can't come back up here. If for some reason they dumped something down there that was going to rot, and there wasn't something to dump right after it, and it just sat here on top of the bridge like this skull is doing, and started to rot and produce miasma, it won't travel. I think it's 10 Z levels, so I think we're okay all the way back up here. I never finished this bedroom area over here. Rotate that around. Okay. Those are done. Got up here. Those are all done. So that is enough bedrooms. 20, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 5, 10, 20, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 160 bedrooms. We can get up to, technically it's like a population of Migrants can come in until we hit 200, and then we can have natural births up to, it's either 220 or 240. So I will need to put some more bedrooms somewhere. The dwarves, there was a one born. We could put a bedroom area down here. Yeah. Put a bedroom area over here. So, did we ever find any microcline? We were looking for that, and I don't know if we've gotten a notice about that. Over here, environment. Microcline. Ooh, we had some somewhere. Yes. Excellent. So, you guys... go down here. Dig VX. That has them dig everything on this level, and if there was some right above or below it, it would do a bridge and connect. Looks like that was disconnected from that little one. I don't believe it's connected to anything else, but let's double check. Why that turned into a blueprint. There was some over here as well. Okay, that adds a decent amount more. Excellent. Limestone all around there. That was jet. Probably have a deposit of something over here. Tend to have these kind of quadrants. Is there any other microcline we had stumbled upon? Look at the environment list. The one we've already looked at. Microcline. Nope, that's a native platinum. Which is useful and very pretty and can be used for excellent statues. Okay. So we will need to keep looking because that's all they've found so far. Hopefully they will uncover some close by. Go back up here. How are we coming along on our digging? Okay. So, want to remove all of the pathways except right there. Want to put in a bridge. Away. Station. Okay, if they go up here, then they need to also go up right there. Then right there. And right there. Let's make sure I've got that right. Up. 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 And right. That'll work out. We need a wall in place. Okay. Open space, that's closed space. Actually just be a floor. Which will come over to there. Okay. At that point, they've got downward slope. Put in a little wall. Right there. They can come in through here. They can go down. They can enter our entryway. Currently exposed. We will put a floor over the top of that. I'm up one too high. Rid of that. Built and planned, please. So that they can't shoot in, but it does. When you've got a floor like that, it really acts more like a glass thing and lets sunlight through, which keeps my asthma from being built. Or created, not built. Okay. There we go. That's where the floor should be. Do not need a floor on this level because they would just have a side entrance there. Had another baby be born. Awesome. We do have a ton more trees over here. So let's try and spread these out a little more. We don't want a widowmaker. But we do want to cut them all down before the elves get around again and probably yell at us. Done over here. Paved road. Go. Okay, those are done. One right there. Do one over here. One there. One over here. We'll go by level. So that will be all of the ones on the top level. Looks like it, at least. Yeah, because that one... So we'll grab that one too. Technically, if they stick over like that, that will still count as blocking light, even if we remove the ground under it. So you'd wind up with a square where miasma could be produced, and it would be cave moss instead of soil. That tree. Okay, we're just micromanaging this a little bit so that we hopefully don't wind up with a dead dwarf. Okay. Like all of them. Let's dig. Hopefully this one could go down too. Yeah, let's remove it. Okay, we're digging top layer, second layer, and the third layer. And we'll get to the fourth layer here, and there through that. And we'll want an entryway right there when they're ready for it. How are our melee dwarves coming along? Most of you are equipped. Tell you to go update your equipment. Oh yeah, you grabbed a few more pieces. Must not have had their training month yet. They would have done that when it was their training month. What about you guys? Why are so many of you not willing to pick up your shoes? Is this a worn overclothing versus replace situation? Could be. Try. I tell you to replace clothing. Go fix that. Maybe? Yeah, you did. Somehow you lost your gloves in the process. Okay, though. Let's save that as Mark's dwarves. I don't like to have replaced clothing on until I've got plenty of armor, because then they'll just be running around as naked dwarves, and that is not good. Okay, go grab your shit, dwarves. Oh, they're doing the microcline. That's the higher priority task. Yeah, I'm okay with them finishing that. But they'll come back to this. I'd forgotten about that. We do need that microcline for furniture. It's important. Start working on this. I don't need to have a wagon entrance for any of the other entrances. If we're in the middle of a siege and things are sealed off, then the wagon can either wait or we just won't get wagons that. We ever finish this over here? Take it. Hold that lever. We'll see if we can dump the Kia birds down there without them flying away. Okay, bridge is closed. Okay. Take a quick drink. So, Mark's dwarves, you guys station right there. We will wait till you are in place, because I want you to be shooting these Kias as rapidly as possible. My headphones just spelled the need to tell me their charge was down to 90%. Why? I do not know. Okay, assign the Kia. Another Kia. Ooh, we got a unicorn. And we've got some wild boars that we can dump down there too, actually. See if they're able to dump the Kias down or they fly away. Yep, nope, they got them. Excellent. Think it's gonna damn our souls if we find out what unicorn meat tastes like? Well, Sherlock, you are not as gassy as you were last night when you were trying to kill me, but you're still a little gassy. My dog is having his revenge. Okay. Grab. Oh, I need the other area. Dump in the boars at least. Dump those down there. Unicorn. Gamey like venison. But I think Harry Potter rules would probably apply. Farming a unicorn probably damns our soul. Spores are dead. But we're gonna do it. Okay, drop in the unicorn, please. And what were we getting messaged? Oh, taken by a fade mood. Okay. Sorry, unicorn. It was nice to know you. They will come over. They unstationed from here, which was important. But they're gonna come kill you. Yep. Dead unicorn. Sadness. Okay, we'll open that bridge, then we'll go clear out our pit trap area. Let them go do other things. I do need storage for all of these empty cages. I don't have proper storage set up. So, where do we want to put that? Say over here. Not need to be priority 1. Thing like that. Uh-oh, you can't find the item you need. Must have stone boulders, must have plant cloth, must have bones, must have metal bars, tanned hides, must have cut gems, must have rough gems. You're gonna need a lot of things. More cut gems, stone boulders, plant cloth. I'm guessing you brought over the jet, so you're probably missing plant cloth. We not have pigtails? We not done pigtail cloth? Doing pigtail cloth. What is auto farm set to? Pigtails, pigtails, pigtails. Current limit 150, current is 0. Uh-oh. About seed watch. Pigtails, let's pause for the moment. We gotta check things out. Pigtail seeds. We have plenty of pigtail seeds. Why? You're not in the season to do pigtails. That is summer and autumn only. So summer and fall. Can you wait that long, Moody Dwarf? I don't know that you can. We need more room for you guys to grow things? I don't think so. Here's our planter situation. We have 3 legendary planters. You guys should be able to be growing all of the food. No issue. Ad coming up in a minute 30. Well, hopefully the elves show up and have some plant cloth. Otherwise, we might get a crazy dwarf. That was not a minute 30. You guys are already in an ad break. Oh, it's an ad for Domino's. That's making me hungry. I want pizza. Jerks. Elven caravan has arrived. We're going to go do some trading with the elves. Then it's an ad for something. Oh, they will kill you. I'm gonna bunch of ads for that movie. I haven't really looked into it though. Let them deliver figurines. And then a Red Bull ad. Not my energy drink of choice if I have to do an energy drink. Those are only for very long car rides. Welcome back from the ad. That was a lot quicker than I thought. I hate that there was a Domino's ad because now I'm really hungry. And I want pizza. So we're hoping to buy some plant cloth off the elves before our little guy goes insane. We'll see if that works out for us or not. We might have our first failed strange mood. Surprised they're so out of plant cloth by this point. We must be, I guess making clothes for everybody is the problem. Branded. We have a dwarf up a tree. We rescue this guy. He is the epitome of dwarf stupidity. 1, there should be nobody climbing trees. 2, you should have had a stepladder, and there's not enough going on that somebody should have ganked your stepladder. Unless I tell you to go harvest from trees, you should not be climbing trees. Oh, do we have a second dwarf up tree? Yep, there's 2 dwarves up tree. 2 different trees. Oh. Could end badly. Hope it doesn't dump you in the pit. Where's the other one? Guy over here. That is a very tall tree. You're probably gonna die. But we will be thinning the population of stupidity. This is natural selection, sort of, at its finest. Dwarves that climb trees wind up being dead dwarves. They cannot pass along their genes. He's fighting somewhere. Oh, and let's go check on that trader. Do please have plant cloth. That's not what I need. Trade. We will also buy cheap instruments from you. We have quite a few temples to outfit. Giant lizard. Nice. You're bringing giant animals again. I don't think they generally carry cloth, do they? Not from plants, but not trees. You should be fine with that. Ugh. We might have a soon-to-be psycho dwarf. Trade. At least get some cheap instruments. And a giant leopard. We will butcher. So we might hold on to the giant leopard. We have the giant snake. Put the giant... Where is it? In loose cage. Oh, we have caught some more badgers too. Giant leopard. Here's giant leopard. Going to allow 1 giant leopard male. Stick them in there. I'm sorry, dwarf. You might be out of luck. Are there any... Do we have any plants up here that we can make cloth from? Look around. Ratweed. Is ratweed one we can do cloth from? I feel like it might be. Rope reed. Feel like that definitely is. Oh, we've got turtles. Up cloth. No, we want spin. Spin thread or weave thread? I think it's weave thread. Into cloth. That can be done with cotton, hemp, jute, pigtail, ropeweed. Ropeweed does work. Okay. Ropeweed looks like this. Grab some of that. Oh, we have sunberries. I don't think I noticed you. We will gladly. You make the best alcohol in the game. I wasn't thinking about the fact that we were in a good area, that we could be getting sunberries. That is longland grass. That's used in a wheat beer, I think. Okay, ropeweed. Let's grab all of ropeweed. We are going to give a valiant effort to keep you from going insane, dwarf. There's some more ropeweed. That's probably enough. I don't usually make cloth out of ropeweed. I have no idea how much it takes. Grab that sunberry. Okay. And then we want to make weave thread into cloth with ropeweed. Sort that. Hopefully that will quickly make some plant cloth, and our moody dwarf will grab it and no longer be going to go insane. Pretty sure plant cloth is what they need. We certainly have boulders. So it shouldn't be that one. Let's just double check real quick. The migrants arrived. We're up to 158. Excellent. Strange mood. No, I don't want to trigger a strange mood. So not strange. What is show mood? That's what I want. Let's confirm that we're correct here. Yeah, plant fiber cloth. That is indeed what he is missing. I have anyone set where they can go do plant gather? Everyone does that? I don't know if their skill in that actually matters whatsoever. But we'll make you guys only select to do that, just in case. Just in case. Come on, make me some plant cloth. Don't want to then say, oh, we've got a siege. A vile force of darkness has arrived. The army is commanded by the goblin Nico Quickness Menace. That's a pretty good name. In the early spring of 105, Nico has decided to become a baby snatcher. Aww. Operating in the wilds. With them comes a war cave dragon from the dark goblin fortress of Sly Devils. What? You brought a war cave dragon? Okay, we need to remember that Sly Devils, the fortress, has war cave dragons. So, where is this group? Not really on the map yet. Have we accidentally unveiled our fortress over here? Oh, we did. Okay, you guys build a bridge. Not that way. Rapid fire. Put in a lever. And we're going to activate the civilian alert. We're going to go to the burrow. We're going to make sure everybody is in the burrow. I think we might have just gotten migrants, so they might be coming in from the side of the map. As a siege, you should give me a little while to prepare, just in case. I'm going to put all of our troops. How are we doing on equipment? Pretty dang good. Guys station up here. Don't have siege equipment over on this side yet. I should have done that first. What am I doing? Catapults. Go this way. Center. I think that's the center line. Shrink that. Accept. Does that allow me to put in a catapult right there? Is that centered? About centered, I think. And then we need ballista. What building is there? There's no building there. That's the center. There's one. It should be... Catapult should be right there. Be fine to build it right there. Ballista. Did I have that in the right direction? Oh, it's going over it a little bit. Okay. Cancel that one. Ballista. Fire in the right direction. And we need some bolt throwers. Other direction. Okay, and we still need some on this side too. And we didn't put a bridge in, or a lever yet. What are we doing? Got a lever there. We've got 2 bridges. How many unopened or unused levers do we have? Generator. You linked to anything? No. So you are going to be north entrance. And we're going to... we don't have accessible mechanisms. Do I have enough bauxite? Probably what I'm missing. Go dig some bauxite. I'm gonna actually clear that civilian alert for just a moment. Oh, there's the cave dragon. Okay, activate the civilian alert. Siege equipment. Fire at will. You should come in here one way or the other. We have a mechanism. We can at least block that one off. Come on. Where are you? Follow the cave dragon. Cave dragon is gonna kill us all. Okay. You were coming the right way. Wait, did I capture him? Ah! We captured the cave dragon. That's gonna be interesting to deal with later. You build that, so clear the civilian alert for right now. They come finish these. Where are the rest? I haven't seen any others show up yet. Is that the entire... No. Maybe some goblins. Snatchers. would almost guarantee that there's a goblin ambush around here too. So I'm going to close this one. It's been long enough. If there are civilians that are still outside, sorry. Well, actually, I turned off the civilian alert because I wanted them to come build this. Never mind. We're gonna turn back on. Not sure how well this is gonna work. You guys, I'm going to redo going over there and not going there. And you should have nothing but dogs. Yes. That is a little stray poult. Should go down here. Oh, it is a male poult. Okay, never mind. You're gonna go over here. Okay, where are Snatchers? You just running away? We weren't chasing you, so hopefully. I'm almost positive if we chase them, we're gonna run into a goblin ambush. Got our forces up here. We do need to close off. If we come down here. We already trade with you guys. You are the elves. Okay. Shouldn't have closed this area. I don't want that in the burrow. I want them to stay out of there so I can close the other gate. Except that. Show me the invaders. There they come. They are coming from that side, unfortunately. But gonna be a little restricted. Mark's dwarves, at least. You can come over here. Ambush. But I've got no one down there to for you to ambush, so I don't know why it counts as an ambush. You kill the little fluffy warbler. You guys ambushed a fluffy warbler. That's a little sad. Okay. See how this goes. They are shooting them. Still don't think that should count as an ambush, but okay, whatever. Killing some goblins. Fortunately, this is not the side with siege equipment, but oh. Our melee dwarfs are being stupid and coming down here. So, we're going to grab our Mark's dwarves as well. Undo that. Grab that one. Kill them. You're in steel armor. You should be able... Actually, we can't even get down there. No, you were a dwarf that was just stranded. Okay. Excellent. Station over there. The only way... Do they even have siege equipment? No, they have siege equipment. They have diggers. Commanded by Goblin. Doesn't say anything about siege equipment. What are your skills like? You're an adept swordsman? Ugh. That's why that poor guy died. Go back upstairs, little Marksdwarfs. Should have made sure I had that entrance done and fully set up before I switched over. Okay, that's another goblin down. Your invaders. Still can't find the neat stuff you need. We not make... Oh, the siege might have hit before we were able to do this. Rope. Ropeweed. Oh, we've got a little bit. Make me some ropeweed. Dang, it can't. Why can't it? Do we not have enough ropeweed? Hang on. Checking all of our notifications. Don't want to make it out of pigtail. I want to make it out of ropeweed. Do I have to process the... I might have to process the ropeweed. Hang on. Let me look at what task I have for pigtails. I probably need to do the same. Process, yep, okay. Process plant, I believe. Where was it? Process to bag, hang on. Process. Sorry, we're having to divert to this instead of the siege, but we do not want our dwarf going insane. It's just process. Process. Ropeweed, please. Okay. You guys work on that. We're gonna go back up here to the siege. Do you have any goblins coming in? If they come this way, we've got siege equipment. If they come that way, we've got some archers who hopefully still have equipment. You guys need to be loaded up. Yeah. Be able to get up here to load these. Oh, wait, you're down there. Crap. Close this one. Pull the lever. Pronto. Sorry, little dwarves. Or sorry, elves, I guess. Kill them. See if that works out. They're gonna attack the trade depot because I forgot to block it off. Okay. Killed those goblins. So we're gonna open that and let the other ones come in here. You have not a whole lot. You're skilled sword store, but you are outfitted in almost all steel. Here are your items. Steel breastplate. you have? Steel high boots, steel gauntlets. You have one leather glove. Oh, that's a weird combination. Steel greaves, steel shield. No, you have two leather gloves. Yeah, you've got steel gear. Brave dwarf. Charging into battle. And we got a new forgotten beast right then. The great feathered cursor. Has large mandibles and it has a bloated body. Its ambered feathers are patchy. Beware its noxious secretions. Why are we having a bunch of... The first one had poisonous breath, this one has noxious secretions. Don't like it. Okay. Come on, kill the goblins. No, we lost the dwarf. Sad. Okay, all of you come kill that one and that one. Kill that one and kill that one. And then you guys just station right there. Where are the rest of them? Got some goblins over there. Okay. You guys can come inside and get shot by the archers and then go deal with the steel-clad melee dwarves. Pretty please? Maybe. Oh, did they just run away? Not showing them anymore. Where's our petition? Fatal Creed. Okay, yeah, we'll get to that. I think they went away. Oh, and our moody dwarf is gathering items, so that finally made some rope reed cloth. Excellent. Okay, first siege. And we didn't die! There was even a cave dragon that we happened to capture. Probably good. That's maybe what saved us. What is rotting in our butcher hall? Rotting pig brain. Dump that. That and that. All of those. And do we not have room? Yeah, we are out of room here, so we're also going to come dump that to make some room. We're going to clear the civilian alert. We're going to tell them they don't have to station anymore. We're going to go over to this siege engines and tell them just to keep them loaded. And we need to come over here to the civilian entrance one and pull that lever. So that should open. There you go. That's open. And let's grab unforbid all of that. In fact, we will do a quick... You're in an ad break. Okay, well, we'll let it run while Twitch is in an ad break. And then I'm gonna mark some corpses be tossed down to the atom smasher. I'm not letting it run right now. Let's fix that. Uvash. Nope, we're gonna pause right there. We're gonna wait till they're out of a ad break. Oh, this is for a different fortress. Great, we're gonna be infested by nobles from other areas. Welcome back from the ad break. We're just in post-siege cleanup, but I have left it here because we have been invaded. Uvash Rockskins, being the rightful heir, has inherited the position of Count of Focus Mountains. We are not Focus Mountains. If you inherit the ruling position of another fortress, you should have to move to that fortress to maintain that position. You should not be able to stay with us and yet be the Count of Focus Mountains. Well, it's going to be a little bit on getting your room set up. Sorry. We're not prepared for you yet. Okay, this is the guy that needed that plant cloth we finally got ready. Eritkanos Miner has created Shegatsut, a jet coffer. She claims it as an heirloom in the name of family ancestor Locum Staff Dwellers. Fair enough. You guys keep cleaning. Down here. Oh yeah, and I was gonna mark any corpses. That's a dwarf corpse, I think. Any goblin corpses, we're gonna mark as throw in the atom smasher. Sadly, we are putting some of those tombs to use now. That's a goblin. That was definitely a goblin. Recognize some of the names. We'll just toss some bodies down there. Let them be disintegrated. We did get a petition. One of our temples needs to be upgraded. We will get to at some point. Hi, goblin bodies. We don't want you. You stink up our area. And then we can... Nope, we still don't have any accessible mechanisms. Go dig some bauxite, please. Why are you not making mechanisms? Limestone. Actually going to dig all of that out. Get some more bauxite, some limestone, malachite for altars, and then there was a little hematite there. Okay, what do we do with our other artifacts? Put in more display cases. That is over here, equivalent. Right there, and one right there. I don't know if we have any more pedestals. What did we make them out of? Made them out of obsidian? Okay. Artifacts only, please. Don't want to do the weapon rack, the door, or the box. Actually, we have one box. We could change that out. So put in a sandal. Man, the sandal is the most no. That box is the most expensive. A fancy sandal. Why does it say a box is assigned here? I've got No, assigned elsewhere. Wrath Crusher the Hail, yeah. Battle Axe, yes. Box. You're not a box. The Battle Axe. You're the Hail. Did I put a box in my noble's quarters? No. Box. What counts in the box? This one. Where are you? Oh, you're in here. Okay, let's assign something else. You can have the crown. Go check that petition. M. Wait, did we need to make a new temple? Establish a temple complex for the Fatal Creed. Worshipping Ibrak the Clean. Oh, that's a new temple. No, that's the Fatal Creed. Agree to build a temple complex. Yeah, there it is. Okay. We're at 8,700 out of 10,000. We are storing instruments already. Let's see, what else could we put in here? We never put in any thrones. Put some over here. 1, 2, 3. 3. We'll move the altar. Move that one. Add in another altar. Right there-ish. You need to make some more nobles' quarters. Which is unfortunate. Probably we'll just continue this for a little bit. And let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, something like that. Say 9 by 6. 9 by 6. Then this one would have been a 9 by 13. 9 by 13. And this one would have been a 9 by 6. Okay. Right there. Do not need to connect. You're centered. Okay. Make those look a little better than just square rooms. One too far over here. Okay, at some point we'll come back and we'll finish some nobles' quarters there. Oh, we're gonna have to do tombs at some point. I guess we could go ahead and queue that up. Does this guy want a tomb? He does. Mausoleum. Jerk. Shouldn't even still be living here. You should go away to your own area. 13. Let's do, say, no, let's do 9 by 6s. Stick with that layout. More than 6, isn't it? No, it's not. It just looked a little off. Okay, 9 by 6. 9 by 6. Around here, we'll make that where there's a connecting hallway. We're going to shrink these. This will give us 4 tombs we can outfit over time. 4 nobles as they descend upon us. Because they're jerks. Okay. That off. That one. I kind of like that room layout. But we'll use that for our next set. Give us some variance. I do not need a connecting thing there. Diggy hole. Yep. Yes. I am a woman. Let's see. Do an engraving there. Got our first invading noble that we're going to have to do some quarters for. With our mayor, but we had the rightful heir to another fortress inherit their position and stay with us instead of moving on to their own fortress like they should. Shouldn't be allowed to rule their own fortress while still at our place. Okay, what were we using? We were using jet for the bedroom floors. We'll come back to those. We don't need them at the moment. That is linked up. Pull that lever. Finish this bridge. Oh, we needed more mechanisms. That's right. We have the bauxite core. We had our... Yeah, I can, but... I don't know. It feels a little lame. We had our first siege. We've captured a cave dragon. We gotta do something with. This lever needs to link up here. And unfortunately, I had not been preparing all that well. Some of our defenses were not in order, but we managed to get through it. No disaster struck. Catapults. Right there. And then we'll grab a ballista. And another ballista. And some bolt throwers. Those right there. That one. Getting them built on this side. We put in the limestone bridge. Put in a bridge. I didn't really care what they made it out of. Do we have any open levers? Like it. So this will be the south entrance. We're gonna go ahead and link that lever up to that bridge so we can close it off. We do want to finish that digging. Over here, they're slowly getting to work on that roof. So technically, at the moment, they could possibly have the angle to shoot in from here at any dwarves that were lined up over here. I'm not sure on the angle for that, but it's maybe possible. Yeah. I'm just not sure how well making that cave dragon our own is going to go, or we might lose some dwarves attempting that, which we can do. Got some dwarves to spare. We have too many jobs queued up. Need to let them just do things for a while. But we are slowly, or I am slowly regaining my honor. I came back. It'd been a while since I'd played Dwarf Fortress. I'd played right after the Siege update, but I hadn't really had any issues. But I don't know if they tweaked it since then or something. That wouldn't surprise me. I came back and we did like 3 fortresses in a row. The first one, I was just slow. I knew I was slow. And I wasn't set up for the first siege. I was playing on hard enemies settings at that time. I did bump it down for this run. The second one, we didn't have any coal. No lignite or bituminous coal, and I hadn't noticed in time. And we were on an Untamed Wilds map, so doing enough charcoal was going to be a nightmare. So we also lost on the first siege, because while we had troops, we didn't have them properly armored. Wait, was it just 2 or was it 3? Maybe it was just 2. We had Basement Fortress that died, and we had, what was the one before then? I think it was 2. So this is our 3rd attempt, and we are regaining our honor. Hopefully it continues to go well. I've got to get these finished off real quick because we've got too many openings right now. But we will get those closed off decently well pretty fast. Figure those out. Not those ones right there. That can go away. Nope. I don't need a channel there. That would be obnoxious. That's centered. I think, yeah, that's centered. Then we need a ramp up. That's already going up. We need another one right there. Then it'll branch out to right there. Okay. And we can do a wall here. One right there. And then we will do a ceiling on top of this as we get going. We'll do... They'll have to come all the way over here to be close enough, won't they? Yeah. Here, I'm actually going to remove part of this. Prioritize the area that we need for shielding first. Lottie just texted me. Okay. And we had our petition. It should be working on. Kind of weird with the red stand right there, like a pile of blood. This refuse pile we can now actually get rid of. We've got our indoor refuse pile and the atom smasher we can toss things into. We are linked up. Excellent. Go check on the progress of our temple. Here's our giant tavern going on. Oh, that artifact didn't have a display thing. I'm going to save the boxes in the door. Let's put the goblet on display. You want a dwarf? Did you redeem a dwarf? But I could do that. Let's see, what kind of dwarf do you want? Male, female, beard, no beard? Fighter male? Okay. Let's see. Who's in some armor? There's one. Rovad Arak of Oz. You are in... Let's confirm. You're in one of the squads. Yep. Rename you. Cryptic. The great kinesthetic sense, an iron will, a natural inclination towards language, a good spatial sense, an ability to read emotions fairly well, and a good feel for social relationships. But you have meager creativity, an iffy memory, and very bad intuition. You never become angry. You did experience trauma in 103, which is sad. And you were caught in the rain in 103. The year 103 was not a good year for you. Impervious to the effects of stress, he has a very calm demeanor. I guess that's good for a melee dwarf. Very ambitious, always looking for a way to better his situation. He is grateful when others help him out and tries to return favors. You do have a greedy streak. He likes to take it easy. He tends to be a little tight with resources. Smokes cannabis, yeah. Can easily fall in love or develop positive sentiments. He doesn't seek out excitement. He is moved by art and natural beauty, and he is troubled by this since he dislikes the natural world. Aww. Unlike all dwarves, you need alcohol to get through the working day. What are your skills up to? You were a proficient siege operator, but now we've got you in the military. You're a skilled fighter, competent swords dwarf, competent dodger. You got some adequate discipline, some adequate wrestling. We're working on the shield and armor stuff. So you're pretty slow moving right now in your steel armor. Needs melt designated item. Super conflicted, yeah. You guys can come grab these swords. And you could go smelt said iron long swords. Oh, that's an iron short sword. You can also smelt or melt that one. There's the cave dragon. We want to move some of those cages over. So any empty cages, go over here. You have a goblin in there. Pull that lever. And let's drop our goblin. So what do we have in loose cages? We have badgers. Drop them. Not the war dragon. Drop the goblin thief. See if any of them escape. Don't look like it. So, Mark's dwarves. Down here. I'll come to here and shoot those guys. Come on, little Mark's dwarves. You can do it. Where are you hanging out, actually? Here, come here and station right there. There you guys are. Okay. Killed the goblin. And then let's tell you to kill the badgers. And you killed the badgers. Excellent. So do your own things now. Let's pull that lever. And you just get tossed in the atom smasher. Protag! Welcome back. Sorry. Dogs had to go bark at a siren. Sounds like a fire truck or something going by. Okay. Cave dragon. Can we train you? I know we can train cave dragons, but are you in particular, or is it on this map? Yeah, here it is. Oh, adequate trainer. I hope I didn't just kill you, guy. I did, I'm sorry. We might station you guys over here just in case. Not you. station the melee dwarves. Yeah, but don't they have... I thought they had a chance to break out. Like, if the training failed, I thought they had a chance to break out. Is that not the case? That would be convenient. Let's see. Know when we go to toss them down in the pit, they have a chance to break free. I've had a couple goblins break free. Did I get you set up to train? Train. Alert. A human caravan has arrived. Okay. Well, if we suddenly have people dying to cave dwarf or the cave dragon, it'll be a little misadventure, but we will learn and live. Where are my hatch covers? My hatch covers get destroyed? Weird. I had hatch covers on all those. Huh. Wonder if I accidentally removed them at some point. Hatch cover back on, please. We will have to make one more hatch cover. Rock. Hatch cover. Back, Moriarty. Did you enjoy howling at whatever siren that was? Then let's go grab this petition before we forget about it again. Not that far down. Petition. You are for the Fatal Creed, which I think was here. Oh, we're not quite fancy enough yet. What else do we want to stick in here? I don't think I've made any statues. Don't have any big instruments. We can put some more offering things in there. Our malachite altars. They're very pretty. Be permacaged. That sounds like fun. Re-elected our mayor. Awesome. Oh, and we forgot about the noble quarters. Okay, what do we need? Do we want to do limestone? Do we want to do jet? What's our boulders? Or our block supply like? Boulder supply, actually. Got a fair amount of limestone. We need to grab more coal pronto. Jet, we've got plenty of jet. Okay. Let's make a jet floor. Through there. Fill that in. And then let's also do jet floors over here. We'll do this one first because we need one. Go. You guys are in an ad. Okay, we'll see them when they get back from the ad. Can't put doors on there yet. Can't put one there. Needed more coal. Oh, there's microcline over here. Nice. Okay, we'll have that triggered. Then, did we still have bituminous coal going? We had triggered some more. 30 seconds on the ad. Okay. Coal. There's some lignite. Miss Cole. Welcome back from the ad. So I've got the stuff for the nobles and various tombs. Gonna put flooring in there. Triggered some diggings for some microcline when they get to it, but just priority 4. Did notice when I was looking at what material that we are almost out of coal and lignite. So I have set them to dig down here. Both of those as priority 1. And we need to find some more of that. So I'm gonna look around real quick while I release them to do things. That's all limestone. Here's some coal. Limestone. There's coal over there. Limestone. Need to check on our ore supply as well. It's all limestone. Gems, some iron ore. Have anything up here? Limestone. I do like all the limestone. Especially because we also had chalk, so I was able to use limestone for construction purposes. On our next floor, I'll test cranking back the mineral scarcity again. I bumped it up to this one because I had like 2 worlds in a row where every place we checked had basically no coal. And I wasn't that far changed on mineral scarcity. I just had it set to 500. And I liked how much metal it was giving me. Wasn't making me go crazy for it, but it was making me do a little work. But the... Ooh, I forgot about the human traders. Hold that lever. Make sure we open that. But it would make sense if it lowers the amount of coal too. And that was... I don't know if I just happened to get it in multiple instances. I haven't set up a library yet. Or if that was really affecting the amount of coal. Let's see. Not sure on how that works. I wish we could have set a ratio of like metal ore, coal, and flux, and do it a little separately. That is way more figurines than I need, but okay. Bring that over. And we can put in flooring over here at some point. Do some limestone floors on this one. I'll change it up a little. Oops, I don't need built and planned. I don't need flooring in the middle of the hallway. Just in the bedrooms. Okay. Release the dwarves. We should be picking up enough coal from that. And they will, once they're done gathering all that coal, they'll come back here and dig some microcline. We're working on the noble floor. So I'm okay with letting them sit around in a not great, without proper quarters for a little while. Are they throwing a hissy fit yet? Boy, boat. Oh, never mind. You're getting kicked out because there's no way to choose what they make with the toys, right? Hang on. Wooden toy. Pause. No, I can choose what material, but it's just generic toy. So they can make puzzle boxes, toy. What is it? There's like 3 to 5 options for toys, I think. So Forget that. You're getting kicked out. I was gonna be nice, but nope. Not at all. You Vash. Vash, Count of Fountain Mountains. You are gonna go away. Ah! No, wait, I cannot expel nobility. We're just gonna have to arrange an accident. Can I? Where? Boat? Boy. See where I can choose the type of material. Somewhere over here? So I can't do it when I'm... Yeah, no, because I've had that happen once before where I had a noble that wanted puzzle boxes. And I spent a good little bit trying to figure out how to specifically make puzzle boxes. But it was like 1 in 3 to 5 toys they made turned out to be a puzzle box. So, I know, those suck. Okay, we're gonna have to arrange an accident. Since we can't expel nobles. So, let's go to the farm level. And we're gonna do a little digging room. Do we care where we put it? I think so. No, when we have a bunch more... No, that's obsidian, not coal. That's coal over there. Okay. Dig this out. Go make me a mysterious room that no one shall go into unless I direct them into it. I think I'm out of room here too. Oh, the war dragon. Oh, they're trained now. Partially trained. Okay. Then you guys, you can move. We'll see how this goes. Cave dragon. And we need to come train you every now and then. Okay, animal training. There's our giant leopard we got from the elves. Good RimWorld multiplayer servers. I need so RimWorld is a game I have bounced off of. I've tried it, I should like it. Everything I know of it and I've seen of it tells me I should like it. I just haven't. I've got it. I need to give it another stab. Because it absolutely should be the kind of game I love. Basically, everything adjacent to it, I love. But for some reason, I just have not. I love Stranded Alien Dawn. One of my favorite games of all time, which some people regard as the 3D version of that. Though, it has a lot of... That was definitely inspired by RimWorld, but I'm not sure I'd be willing to call it the full 3D version of it. What did we just... Wait, found dead. Where were you? Uh-oh. Was it too early on the cave dragon? We need to give them another training? Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Not good. Yep. I think that's what it was. Well, that cave war dragon is dead now, but... Why did you go psycho? Grab you. And then let's check death cause. Killed by the cave dragon. Huh. Because I thought we did training once in the cage and then we trained them in the pasture after that. Do I have to train them twice in the cage? Well, we've got some bodies to clean up, but we'll get to that. They've got tombs ready. Shouldn't be too big of a deal. You guys can walk through the mist to get cleaned off there. Okay, we're going to need a door over here. This is going to be our... Oh, we have an annoying noble room. Bridge. Right there. We need a lever outside. This should be a priority. That one should be a priority. Then let's make a new squad with a militia captain, no uniform. I don't need to equip you. I want to assign a leader. Ubash, I think? Ubash? No. What is your name? No, it is Ubash. U-B-A-S-H. Ubash. Come on. U-B-A... I removed all of the filters. Why are you not showing up? U-B-A-S-H. Okay, let's try by the last name. I-D-U-D. Even if you're in another squad, you should still show up here. Why are you not showing up where I can add you? How I normally get rid of annoying nobles. Unless they change something. Have a nickname? I can give you a nickname. Oh, Rockskins. I'm gonna change your name though. See if we can. You're gonna be annoying. And Rockskins. Rock? No. Annoying? No. I have no filters on. We'll check the other squads. He should still show up even if he's in a different squad, but let's make absolutely sure. No, not in another squad. You guys need another leader though. Let's see. Novice armor. Butcher, yeah, you can go in there. Then we'll put you in there. Is that it? That I need them to have their leader? No. Rockskins. Annoying. No. Be a new person? That could be. How long have you been here? No. Been here since 102. That shouldn't be it. Been taking advantage of our temple. Did they change the rules regarding nobles? Wait. Oh, I changed the name. That's it. I used to be able to assign them to a squad, send them over to a kill room, drop a bridge on their head. Bye-bye, noble. This is gonna be annoying. Okay. You wanted... What'd you want? Toy boats? Oh, we're gonna have to make so many toys. Okay. Rock toy. We're gonna change to this for... yeah, I could use the exterminate command, that's true. We'll give this a little bit, and then we'll check, and if they're still not letting us, we might have to do that. Do this seasonally, make 10 rock toys, and then we're gonna get rid of our rock figurine thing, and we're gonna just trade in toys instead of figurines. So... here's our rock figurine job. Rock figurine. Get rid of those. And we're just going to do 10 seasonally, and we'll see how that gets us there. We might queue up some extras right here at the beginning, since he's already starting to get annoyed. Wooden toy. No, rock toy. I'll have to check. I haven't read through all the patch notes since the siege update. See if they changed something there. They trying to force us to deal with the nobles? And I generally try to, unless they have a complicated item they want, or one I can't directly direct them to make. You... no, don't pull that lever. Link that lever. Okay. And I think I'm gonna go ahead and butcher... we have too many egg layers. So, let's look at this. What do we have? Turkey hens. Kind of want to keep our giant python. Pie charm, as Queen Hippie named her the other night. Those are all pets, unfortunately. We could do an accidental round of pet killing, though. Make the dwarves a little sad for a bit, but they'll get over it. Yeah, I think we're gonna do that. I don't like to do that, but... ooh, we can train the giant leopard as a war animal. Nice. We're gonna stick the giant leopard up with the war dogs. Okay, we are gonna make this a pen pasture, though. And then we're gonna commit some atrocities, unfortunately. Other than the cats. I don't care about the cats. Mostly egg layers. Other than pie charm. And the turkey hens. All of these, though. Exclude. What else do we have? Rabbits can go in there. we've got a billy goat. That's okay. And dogs. Baby sow. Yep, those can all go in there. Then let's look at this one again. I want egg layers only. Stick that one back in there. Okay. Excuse me. I have to sneeze. Okay. Stuff the rabbits in there. Is that all of them? Any more stray animals? Yep. Cave sow. Baby sow, I guess. Oh, you're mandating again. Animal traps. We should be okay on those now. I think we got our copper rotation under control there. And we totally forgot to... I think I forgot to trade. Pull that lever. Come down here real quick. We did move things over. I want to trade, but I don't want to miss the smash. Okay. Actually, we'll come do that after the trading. Trade. Oh yeah, you guys were bringing leather. Excellent. So, leather, cloth, anything else? Don't need meat, don't need fish. Should have all the plants now. Creating our own food variety without your input. But we can grab leather and cloth, because we always need more of that. Pretty much. We will come to a time when we don't, but it does take a while. There we go. That is a lot more trade with the humans than I normally do. Pull the lever. Bye-bye, poor pets. Nice knowing you. Have the dwarves be a little sad for a bit. Thanks, Protag. In the... forget which bin, I think I put it in the ore bin in Vintage Story. There's a steel pick. If you're exploring around, you should carry one with you so you can grab things that need a steel pick. Okay, how are we doing up here? Nope, let's check on that petition real quick. We don't want to be caught off guard and it fail on us. Fatal Creed. You guys are over here, right? Oh, we're still off? I bet we engraved this room first and their skills weren't so great. Okay. Let's put up a display over here. We're gonna make this room fancy. A dwarf with dreads! You look cool. Okay. Pedestal. Assign. Artifact only. Don't need a lot though. Bracelet? That should work. How are we coming along? Working on those. Guess we can at least give you rooms so you stop being angry about that. Put a table, chair. You have a door. I'm not going to give you our artifact door because you're not... That's for if the king or queen ever comes here. Bedroom. Chest. One there. Probably one over here too. Table. Let's do a couple tables. chairs. We did make some. Actually, we might have melted back down all of the copper weapon racks and armor stands. We'll have to see. Office. You are now an office. Assign this to annoying. And then we'll make a bedroom over here. We will also assign to annoying. And we want a dining hall. Not yet counting as a dining hall. Why are you not? Tables in order to form dining hall? You have tables. There you go. And how's that looking? We still need cabinets and some weapon stands. Let's see, I had one of each going in. Need a cabinet. It said we needed 2 of those. And then this will be a tomb. Smooth around the tomb, please. We already smooth over here. Not all of it, look like. Oh, all of our missing pets. Sad. Okay, then tomb. And let's give it to you. Okay. Now you need another armor stand. Made 1 toy boat. How are we coming along on those work orders? Are we gonna have to use the exterminate command? I hope not. We already done. We made 3 and we got 1 toy boat. That's not terrible. Need to hurry it up on the others. Oh, well, the next time you're back at the base, there's a steel pick for you in one of the chests. Still have... Don't know if we've melted down all of our copper armor stands. Maybe have 1 left. What's our copper situation like? Got quite a bit of copper now, actually. We have some lead. Make them out of lead. Let's do lead armor stand. Lead, oops, weapon rack. Weapon rack. Oh, yeah. So we have a community server for Vintage Story, which is a whole lot of fun. If you're not familiar with it, started as a Minecraft mod that then has developed into its own game. And there's an ad. I will talk to them when they're back from the ad. One minute left on that. Okay. I'll just let them go. We'll check back in when this ad is done in 30 seconds. Did I get those queued up? 18, 17. Oh, it's the live action One Piece. They're Advertising for Netflix. Never actually watched the animated version, so I don't know. Welcome back from the ill-timed ad. Yeah, if you're not familiar with Vintage, it's started as a Minecraft mod, developed into its own game. It's a more complex Minecraft. It's got more steps, so like if you're making a metal weapon, you actually have to go through a lot of the steps. So like if you're making steel weapons, you have to smelt the iron down in a bloomery. Then you have to go infuse the iron with carbon in a cementation furnace. Then you have to forge that steel into ingot, the blister steel into steel ingots. Before then you have to smith that ingot into an actual whatever you want to make. So instead of just, throw it in a crafting window and click create and it's done, you have to do the steps. Yeah. Heavier towards the survival, I would say, yeah. It's not a game I would necessarily play a lot by myself, but with the people on a community server, it's a lot of fun. So we had a joyous experience recently. The forgotten beast Linnae has come, an enormous one-eyed serpent. It has large mandibles, and it has a bloated body. Its eucalyptus scales are large and overlapping. Beware its poisonous vapors. That is the second one we've gotten with poisonous vapors. Joy. Our server host had major technical issues. They had many servers crash. I think it was the beginning of last week, or no, the weekend before, and ours crashed. Our game got corrupted. They lost our backup, so the only backup was from the day we originally created the world. So we rolled a new world middle of last week, something like that. So I'm liking this world a lot. We spent I do it with Anisha Nova. He's another streamer. We spent like 2.5 hours playing around with world gen settings to get a archipelago type style, large island archipelago. So there's sailboats in the game. So our primary mode of transportation around, basically we have water highways that we use sailboats to get around on. Being a lot of fun. Other than possibly Protag, who hadn't made a boat and was trying to swim the ocean earlier. I've got supplies. I'm pretty sure you can make a sailboat now without having to go scrounge anything up. Oh, petition, petition, petition. I would like you to be done. There you go. Recognize the High Priesthood. Excellent. Noble, we're getting there. Need to make them slightly nicer. Animal trap. We still haven't made enough boats. Copper. We'll melt some of those, but we've got plenty of copper stuff. Should be making me some animal traps. Do some engraving, that'll make it nicer. Yeah, we're on 1.21. So you are familiar with it then. Excellent. I'd been hoping, our plan had been to continue our old server until 1.22 came out, hopefully the end of the month, and then we would roll the server and we would maybe do a new world. Probably we'd been heavily talking about doing a new world when that came out. But now we have this new world that's not even a whole week old yet, that I don't really want to do a fresh new world when 1.22 comes out. we'll at least roll the server and then see how much that they say you don't actually get till you switch to a new world, and we might do it. I actually do enjoy starting new worlds, that part of the process, and man, it is such a difference. Because when we started our old one a month ago or so, I was brand new to it. So was Anisha. We were total newbies. So the difference in setup time on this world versus when we were total newbies is astronomically different. Even with, on our original world, we had Queen Hippie with us. She joined, it was day one, and actually had, not that she'd played a lot more, but had like 2 weeks under her belt. So ran us through the initial, like, getting to iron fairly fast. The new fellowship has many worshippers in the Steel of Destiny and now requires a temple and a priest. Oh, this is a new temple. Priest for the new fellowship. Having such, like, pleasant sounding temple names this time. We will put you over here. Right there. Give me a new temple. Like, we've got the Helpful Sect, the Sect of Blockades. I guess the Fatal Creed doesn't actually sound very good. Fated Order. I think the Fated Order is the one that they have the Cathedral of Helpfulness. New Fellowship. No visitors. Let's double check that we're not allowing visitors in any of these. If you hop over into our Discord, I can totally get that for you. Yeah, you're welcome to come play with us. Would enjoy having you. Uh-oh. I think I'm gonna have to use Exterminate. Let's do one more attempt to throw them in a squad and do this proper assassination. But that's not spelled right. Annoying. What was their other thing? Their name. IDUD. Oh, let me type thing. IDUD. And I'm gonna have to figure out why. Well, actually, toggle that off. Annoying. Still not showing up. IDUD, still not showing up. But something is going on. It should allow me to toss a noble into a squad. And it is not allowing me to toss, even when I have that they can include nobility. If I say only nobility, he doesn't even show up, and he should be the only noble in the whole group. And I've definitely confirmed he's not in another squad. Is. So yeah, we're gonna DF hack, make this work. Okay, I haven't actually used Exterminate before. Okay. We want to exterminate. I'm gonna have to type in his name. Oh, I can select him. That's how I'm gonna do that. Annoying. We've got you selected. Now we're gonna do this. Exterminate. This. Unit exterminated. Goodbye. I really wanted to do a proper assassination of you, but... Did you just have something that absolutely prevented you from joining the military? No, they can have things that they prefer not to join the military. I don't know. Goodbye. Been found dead. There's your old clothing. Ooh, and I don't actually want to stick you in that temple, or in that tomb. We're gonna save that tomb. No. As a dwarf we had to exterminate, I will give you a proper tomb. That's only fair. You can have a nice tomb. Yeah, I don't have my phone connected to Discord, I don't think. But I don't like that rule. So if it was requiring that, let me know and I'll fix that. I'll go send that to you right now on Discord, and then I'll be back on. I'll be playing it myself here. Probably pretty quick. I'm not really feeling like doing anything else, so I'll probably switch to Vintage Story in like an hour. It sounded like ProTag was on there already. And then we've got some others that generally hop on in the evenings. I'll probably be streaming it later too, but I might hop on just for the heck of it. It's not uncommon for me to be playing Vintage Story and just have it streaming in our Discord without actually streaming to Twitch. Oh. Half the crew is in. Never mind.